Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. Y'all, we are in 2025. Y'all probably like, where you been? We've been in 2025. I know, but it's still fresh. To me, it's probably going to be fresh for the entire month of January. Today is Friday, January 3rd, and I'm going to continue doing uploads and lives every so often because I've gotten some good feedback about it. So I'm hoping that it grows as the year progresses and that we have a pretty decent sized community at the end of the year. I'm going to continue showing up. I don't know about you, but I will be here. So today I want to talk about just a few things, three things to be exact to consider as we move into 2025. I think in December, we covered quite a few things to consider as 2025 was approaching. And if you haven't yet um, listened to any of those episodes, go back and listen to the December Things playlist. And there, I think you'll find some pretty helpful things. Like I said before, the three favorite episodes are No is a Complete Sentence, Holding On to Grudges, and then Comparison is the Thief of Joy and A Master Manipulator. So those are the three episodes. If you go back and just kind of want to catch up on a little bit of what we talked about in December, that's where to start. But for January, I think the first thing to just tell ourselves is, hey, we working with a clean slate. Whatever happens in 2024 that was undesirable, we're leaving it there, not dragging it into 2025. Not at all. The focus is different. The focus is on elevating and evolving. And it's difficult to do that when you're constantly reliving things of the past. And the turn of a new year just makes it that much easier to go in a different direction. You can get in your mind that 2024, the last day you were dealing with whatever it is you were dealing with, is going to be December 31st, 2024. Once the ball dropped, if you stayed up to watch it, or once you got up the next morning, then the focus should have been dealing with a clean slate because it's easier, I think, to move forward and try to do new things when you're in a new year. So think about it, a clean slate. We not worried about what would have been, what could have been, what should have been. We are working with the here and now, and we are writing a new chapter. We're embarking on new things. The second thing I think we should consider is gratefulness. For the month of January, maybe try to focus on those things that you are thankful for, because sometimes when you start something new, you need to take stock of what you're leaving behind, but also what you're carrying with you that you're thankful for. So I think gratitude is one of those qualities that we overlook a lot. Sometimes we take things for granted that we don't even realize we're taking for granted until it's no longer around, whatever it is. So, gratitude for the journey, you know, thankfulness for the journey. What are those things that you have at your disposal right now, physical or intangible, that you're grateful for? You're just thankful for. You don't know where you'd be without it. They enhance your day to day life, and you just plan to hold on to them and carry them with you as you journey through whatever 2025 may bring. So we're starting off with a clean slate, and we're starting off with gratefulness, gratitude, taking inventory of those things we're taking with us and being thankful for them. third and final thing I think we should consider for this month of January, it's strength for the journey. Just working on where we are mentally with what we have going on now and how we plan to proceed through the year in showing up every day for ourselves, and not only ourselves, but also showing up for those people that we're responsible for on a day to day basis. So, a lot of you know I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I am a sister, I am a daughter with parents who are up in age. And so, my thing is, how am I going to make sure that I show up for myself and live the life that I want to live while incorporating all of these other responsibilities into it, gracefully and with gratefulness and gratitude. So I'm thankful to be all those things. I consider it a privilege to be all of those things. So how do I navigate those roles and also have strength for my own journey? So strength for the journey that includes everyone in all the roles I play, and also strength for the journey for myself to make sure I can stay true to who I am in the midst of all of this, to make sure that my character doesn't waver no matter what situations I'm faced with in the upcoming year. So, January is a time for me to realize that I need to build up my strength for the journey, and that is being built every single day. So I do that through positive self-talk, reflecting and having those thoughts go through my head that are going to lift me up, to motivate me, to encourage me. It's good to listen to other people and be in community, which is the second thing that can help build strength for the journey. But it's also good to encourage yourself. Nobody knows you like you. So you have to take the initiative to speak life, to speak prosperity, to speak health, to speak good things over yourself and those that you are in contact with. You have to do that in order to build your mental strength and to get you in the mindset for your desired outcome for the year. And then I already mentioned community in terms of building strength because no man is an island. I don't know who coined that term, but let me write it down so I can try and figure it out and post it later, baby, on my community post. But no man is an island. No matter how much we want to believe that we are self-made and self this and self that, and we don't need anybody and we can do it all on our own. That's not the case. Nobody is self made. So get in community. Focus on identifying people with like goals, like lifestyles, people who are going through some of the same things you're going through. You can find communities through groups on social media if you don't necessarily want to interact face to face with people in the community nearby where you live. You can find communities in various churches that are not necessarily connected to your immediate community, or you can find community right in your community. It just all depends on what your preference is. But in order to build strength for whatever you are facing and whatever comes your way, in whatever circumstance you find yourself in, you have to be surrounded by other people who are going to be able to help propel you forward, maybe help lift the weight off of your shoulders when you don't even know it needs to be lifted. Because some of us don't like to ask for help. We don't even like to receive help when help is knocking at the door. If somebody wants to help you, let them. And let's hope and pray that they're helping for the right reason, not for a shout out, but just because they are genuinely concerned for your welfare and your well being. And the last thing that you need to consider as helping for strength for your 2025 journey is what you consume, right? So, what you watch on TV or on your computer or on social media, what you listen to on the radio or wherever, and then where you go. All of those things take into or should be taken into account when you're trying to consider what's best for you in the goals that you have for your life. Um, Clean slate is number one. Gratefulness and gratitude is number two. And strength for the journey is number three. Just like any other year, we never know what circumstances we're going to face. We never know what situations we're going to be placed in. We don't know who's going to come into our lives. We don't know who is going to leave our lives. In order to deal with whatever comes your way, you have to be placed on a solid footing, a solid foundation within yourself, because you just never know what lies ahead. So in that thinking that way, you have to equip yourself mentally early on. A lot of people are reactionary. I'm not going to say a lot because I don't know that for sure. Some people are reactionary. And what that means is when things happen, then they try to figure out, "Oh, what I need to do, I need to do this." I mean, yeah, you grow through the situations that you go through. But I've found that there's nothing better than to live in who you want to be every single day. And that means just taking the steps to get there. So for this month, let's focus on that. I'll be coming back. I haven't set a schedule yet. I'm still working on it. So please bear with me of when I will show up either on live or via an audio stream, just with a devotional or something for us to think about, maybe a writing prompt, a thinking prompt, some sort of exercise, something for us to do to keep working on building ourselves up to be who it is that we want to be for the year. So I hope you have an amazing evening and a wonderful weekend. And I will see you sometime over the weekend. Check my community wall, check my shorts, um, check my shorts, check my YouTube shorts. Share this episode with anybody who you think will benefit from it. And I will see you soon. Toodles.